For the last week, we work on several different fronts to improve our data view optimization system, and I will present just the major one. First, and I think very important, was the optimization of the system overall. Where while we are doing all these testings, we are all loading the data all the time and approaching different segments of our interface, and our system was pretty much not responsive at the beginning, and the main culprit was the and is the hardware that we are using on our server, which is pretty much poor. And at some point of time, we will definitely need to improve the hardware, to especially the hard drives. But again, we've done and our programmer done a pretty good job by caching the data and using the temporary tables, etc. So during the time, we managed to improve the responsiveness, but still, while accessing all those parts of our interface, it took pretty much time to load, and it was a daunting task, I must say. So we just presume that basically, if we wish to use this system all the time, and different members and managers, we need to do something with the responsiveness, and we've done just that by using the special jQuery libraries that are using JavaScript and Ajax calls for asynchronous access to the server and loading of the data. So which made the magic, and now our system is pretty fast against all those odds. And if you go to the dashboard now, for instance, you will see this processing, and in a matter of fraction of seconds or a few seconds, you will get the data, instead of loading all the data, which in the past usually took maybe sometimes even a minute or so. So now our data is processing and loading pretty much fast. If it's preloaded through the Ajax, so if you continue to scroll, you will see the data. But if you go faster through the sets, you will see loading, which means that basically the data to the interface is loading through the Ajax. Ajax had to be just presented those portion of data which you look at the moment. So this compromise were I think pretty much reasonable, because those situations where the data is loading are taking less than seconds, and in a matter of seconds, and our interface is now pretty much responsive, which I think is one major success that we managed in this early stage, and allows us to test faster, and users in the future to use our system. But again, we will need to do something with the hardware as well, because over the time we will have more and more data integrated in our interface. Second major improvement you can notice here, we added this marker, this notice which tells us where we are through the process of linking the ad groups from AdWords and our affiliate backends. And if you remember, at my last report, I reported something less than 1 million ad groups which were not linked, and now you can see that we are below 2,000 hundreds of those, which is significant improvement, right? And but I must say that from now on we will face more and more problems, and this process will go slower and slower, simply because till now we were able to catch those patterns which were responsible for huge amounts of ad groups not being linking, like some issue with the syntax, with the fonts or whatever. So by adding the simple validation, we were able to link instantly huge amount of those ad groups, sometimes thousands and even dozens of thousands of ad groups instantly, which allowed us to reduce this figure in a short amount of time significantly. But from now on, it will be harder and harder. Let's see, for instance, for Canada, and whichever account now to go through for not linked ad groups, you will notice a lot of junk basically here, which even do not resemble to the ad group, and we need to, while working with those, we will need to basically go manually at each of those, as you can see here. And for instance, this is not even resemble to the name of that group, but more to the name of some keyword, etc. All this kind of junk. So we will need to go and resolve lots of those in smaller portions, smaller segments. We can't add just simple validation and resolve a huge amount of those, but we will need to go one by one and resolve those manually. But of course, we will do our job, and I'm sure that we will continue to reduce this figure hardly. And of course, I will let you know how our progress is going on. The third major improvement, let's say not improvement, but addition to our system, is one more report, and similar like the one that we first introduced, and was our first report related to Google AdWords General Analytics. Once we had all the Google AdWords data in our system, and while we are connecting those data with affiliate backends, or connecting all those accounts through the ad groups on ad groups level, we now that we have all affiliate backend data, we wished not to wait for all those accounts to be connected through the ad groups, but we wish to present one more general report, but now that will deal and tackle only affiliate data that we have now for 1 year in our system. And now we are basically using the same procedure that we already established for using our system and generating report, which consists of filtering data through our dashboard and then generating the report based on the data and all the reports. And now then we can tune up through the set of dedicated filters and selection fields. So let's say let's take one example as a kind of a case study. Let's say that we wish to monitor performance of Canada and Canadian campaigns and ad groups in our affiliate backend to pull the stats, and our dashboard are allowing us now not only to go to each of those backends and monitor stats there, but to monitor from one place from all those related backends through the interface on our database optimization system. So we reduce only to Canada accounts, and you can see that all those accounts now are Canadian. We can filter more. We will select all, but let's say that we don't wish to see French Canadian stats. Now that we are satisfied, we left with 30 selected accounts, so we can click to generate reports, and now you can see that we have one additional, which is Affiliate General Analytics. Once we click, this is a similar interface that and actually we have a template now for generating reports, like for general Google Analytics. At the top you can always see which accounts you are looking at, and data for all those 30 accounts that are obviously Canadian. And we have now all the data presented similarly, as you can see. If you go to each of those affiliate backends backend websites, you will basically be able to pull these data for the rows, uniques, profiles, signups, and payouts. But now, as I said, the main advantage is that you can aggregate all these data within one interface, and you can get cumulative results. So you can instantly see that, for instance, Canadian websites and accounts generated for the period of 1 year about $200,000, and you can see all the aggregated data for all those other signups, profile sets, etc. So let's say that we and we wish to look at some other time frame, and we can always look at the custom one, right? But I strongly suggest again that we use those offered in this drop down, because this is the cache data. So let's say for last 9 months, and we are looking at let's say wish to see the websites first, how they perform, and let's say get the results. And now you can see that there are 346 websites basically for Canada that have report some data to our system. But of course we wish to see those, for instance, that are generating not generating any payouts, and you can, in a matter of through several clicks, get those data here. And of course you will go and maybe sort this data descendant to the profiles columns, and look at those websites why they don't generate any payouts, and go to those and drill down a bit data. So let's see, for instance, let's reset that filter, and let's get this report again, and for instance let's see which one generate the most payouts. This is but we are at the ad group level. Let's go to the website and get the report. Now we see that this is Facebook Canada, and let's take this one, and let's see for that one or restrict through these fields, for instance, to just that website, and see the ad groups for that website, how they perform. And we can now see the ad groups through this filter, for instance, for that website, which are not making we can see that this is that website, but they are not making any payouts. So first we've done that on the website level, see which websites are underperforming. Now we can see one particular site for the ad groups, so you're getting idea how you can use this report. Of course there are many more combinations and infinite amount of reports that you can generate from here. As usual, at the bottom you can download this report to Excel, right? And if you wish, you can continue and look at those data, analyze them in Excel just by clicking this one. So basically, this is one more report, and this was the roundup of what we've done last week. We've done a great job, I think, with optimization, both with ad groups, linking, and finally we've added a new report which I think is pretty much useful, and you can start using it right away. Finally, I just noticed that you still are heavily using affiliate logins documents. I again urge you to start using our user data and user resources interface. We've done a great, a huge hard job to add those functionalities to our system, and I don't see the reason why wouldn't you start using it instead of new way instead of the old way through the affiliate documents. Well, we are focusing now, as I said, solely on the facing these issues with the linking ad groups. So my next report will most probably be related to this issue, but this was the roundup for what we've done last week. So if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Thank you very much.